All right, so big up on yourself, people. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Well, first, we're going to touch on, because really and truly, some people reach out to me. Well, accost me. I really accost me. I said, boy, the U14 team never do too well in the U14 Challenge Series. And technically, I say, boy, may avoid the big problem or issue. Whereas the JFF failed the youth them. That's what the person said to me. And the first question I asked, do you know the structure of the competition? Do you understand what the competition is all about? And he said, yes, it is but it's a competitive competition. And once it's a competitive competition, we should treat it as such. And I do agree with that. But I also believe that a lot of persons don't really understand the intricacies of this competition. We're going to discuss it. So welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. Thank you very much again for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. Now, before I do anything, let's hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're here for the first time, we'd thoroughly appreciate it if you do so. I haven't had much time on my hands since recently, but I have a day now. You can say me almost technically in the office. Technically, I'm not done completed. I've been doing revenue me I fix up a place. The word now come to me. The word now comes in. Anyways, me I fix up a place. And I've been doing that for a while now. So that's most of the videos I've seen done renovations. Yes. Plus that's great. It just come. Just click. It just click. So because of that, most of the videos I've done recently were more so done in the vehicle rather than in the office, technically, as you can see, me kinda set up back here now. Anyways, but let's first understand. The challenge, the CFU challenge series was actually a commission that was formulated by the Caribbean Football Union, so that the U14 challenges, so that U14 teams can get some development and some competitive international minutes, so they can understand what is international football is like. So you know that when they reach U17, that's not the first technically they're playing international football. So it was started off with it was no win nothing, it was just more a developmental structure. And they just play football, play a series of football, play against some teams in the region, in the Caribbean region. That was the sole purpose of the competition. But that kind of technically changed in 2020. But fun fact, Haiti are now the current winners of the tournament. And I'm telling you, Haiti has a brilliant youth program. Brilliant youth program. Why we don't have one like them? They are a football country. Let me tell you this. Even if you think it's joke me I make, let me give you a good indication of that. Now, go on the YouTube, go on the CFU YouTube channel. Look at the numbers, look at the amount of views all the 80 games get compared to the Jamaican games. And I can guarantee you, they supersede every single 80 game supersede Jamaican game in numbers. They have a big footballing loving fan base. That's the Asians. We talk about football, but we don't really love it. We don't really love it. Nevertheless, they have been champions. Since 2020, Haiti have been there's only one champions in at the time period for the CFU Challenge Series. Since they started off doing like a tournament setup where you have a winner, a champion, a crown champion, since 2020 to 2006, only one team has ever lifted that trophy separate from Haiti. Only one. And that's Jamaica in 2024. So when we go into this series, we're going in that series as defending champions. But again, Haiti is the only team from 2020 to 2026. Only one team have ever lifted that trophy, other than the Asians them, which means that they are doing exceptionally well at youth level, and it goes right through. Yes, as you can see, it goes right through. But at the end of the day, a lot of persons don't know that. So they might go see Jamaica reach to the final and say, "Hey, them not great." The truth is, they were better than us. They were really, just look at the pace of play, or they move the ball, they can finish. They give up all the chances though, but they can finish. Their youth level setup is really, really, really good, and something that we can consider. Now again, in aspect of preparation, I have to agree with persons who are saying that we didn't put enough in preparation. I do feel that we can do a lot better where that is concerned. If we know that the commission is coming up in September, like the 15th, if we have a training camp now, have the U14 team playing against U17 teams. Different U17 teams. You have a lot of academies who have U17 team, have the national U14 team playing against those U17 teams. I'm very, very sure they can get up to 50 practice games leading up to that. And it basically not cost much. Because a lot of those academies have no problem. Our clubs have no problem bringing their team to the national, the Captain Earthborough Center to play some quality football versus the U14 team. I'm very, very sure of that. So again, I believe that the person who reached out to me I agree. Where preparation is concerned, we can 100% improve on that. Same said, the U17 is going to World Cup in November. I'm very sure we can get multiple friendlies internally in Jamaica, even if you don't have the full squad. Utilize some of the reserve players with some of the players in the squad. I'm very sure you can field a 30-man squad. You don't want to burn them out still, and you don't want to pick up the major injury, but at the end of the day, it's a risk that you have to take because they can pick up an injury in training just the same. I'm very sure those U17 team can play against multiple clubs U20 team, not clubs only, academy U20 team, multiple club teams. Well, you don't really want them to play against clubs. Kind of different level. But I'm very, very sure that there's multiple U20 teams that they can go up against, partial U20 teams. Clubs, U20 team, I'm very, very sure, to get them competitive football, that to ensure that they are getting the right and proper preparation leading up to the World Cup. You don't have to say necessarily have to travel out to Jamaica to get these big friendlies. Preparation is key. And again, that is an area that we have to fix upon. And these are just utilizing the resources that you have. You don't have to travel. You don't need millions of dollars to travel to go to another country to go. No, you don't have to do that. Whilst you can make them play against some of the tough teams, Mount Pleasant can provide. I'm very sure Mount Pleasant can provide a tough team. I'm very sure the CMU 17 team can play against some the JC Manning Cup team, the KC Manning Cup team, and get a proper game. Now again, people might say that's not sufficient enough, but you have to understand we can't consistently, depending on when everyone is there before we can think about playing a game. That makes no sense. You will never have everyone at the same time because a lot of a portion of the squad plays overseas, live overseas. So if you whip on those stars to align, you're gonna put yourself in trouble. But back again, with the U14 is concerned, I agree. We could have done something where that is concerned in playing more games to go and play this competition. But with the same said, that 80 team is very good. Very, very, very good. And the fact that we are going to the final, we have been to the final, you have to give that credit as well. You have to give that credit as well. But I agree where preparation is concerned. But don't discredit the fact that the boys went to the final. Yes, they lost horrendously, but I guess that's football. Don't discredit the fact that they went to the final. But again, the most important thing is I strongly agree and believe that we can do more where preparation is concerned. We don't have to wait at the optimal temperature, optimal execution, optimal time for us to start doing things. You don't necessarily have to work that way. We can do better than that. But anyways, tell me what you think in the comment section, people. Big up on yourself, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Now see you guys again. U20 we lost, and the U14, we lost 4-0 to Haiti in the final. This is now 80 what? Like about 4 or 5 championship? About 4 or so championship. I would have to fact check that. Let me check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3 championship. This is their 3rd championship. Since we start the championship format, and Jamaica is the only team that break into that. So big up on yourself, people. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and well try the U14 team again. Betting with little no preparation, maybe, just maybe, could have done a little better. Probably carried the penalties. Anyways, big up on yourself, people. Out. God bless. Boom. I mean, outside.